celebrating my 7th Guinness World Record. So I'm going to be doing some flexi dance right now. I'm kind of recovering because I did the world record like a week ago. So I'm kind of in the recovery stages because world records are super duper hard. So I'm just going to go through some flexi dance. I'm going to just get through some flexi fun. And then, guys, when you guys join in, I'm going to let you guys pick what tutorial you want me to do. But first of all, let me pull up the chat and then let's get into some flexi dancing fun. Okay, hi, edits from user 1049. Thank you guys for joining. Guys, like this stream right now. Like it right now so that we can get more people in here and then we can get into this flexi fun together and you guys can help pick the tutorial. But like the stream right now, let's get to 20 likes right now. And also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. We're super close. Let's get to 3.97 million by the end of today. Let's do it. I know we can do it, but guys, let's get into some flexi dance. Okay. Spoiler alert, I am like at 30% of my maximum because I am super tired from doing the world record. But yes, let's get into this. Let me take this off. Okay. Okay, I hope you guys are joining in right now. Guys, right now I'm doing some flexi dance, celebrating my 7th world record that I did a week ago, so I'm super duper tired. I'm just going through some things, but yeah, you can tell I'm tired. Okay. And also, just to point out, I also don't have lots and lots of space here, so I'm just kind of going off with the space that I do have. So it's a little bit cramped. Let me get some water real quick. I'll be back. But guys, whilst you're joining in, like the stream right now so we can get more people in here and then we can get started with the tutorials. Okay, let me get some water. One sec. I have too many things in my hands right now. Okay. Okay, guys. I see you guys joining in right now. One sec. I'm catching my breath a little bit, but guys, it's good to see you all. I'm gonna get back into some more flexible stuff, but it's good to see you guys are all joining in. Let me do some more stuff, and if you guys see anything that I'm doing and you want to learn it, put it in the chat, and I'll try and help you guys out. Okay, let's do some fun. Okay, guys, how are you guys all doing? How are you all doing? Okay, guys, join in. I see you all in the chat right now. Come and like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 3.97 million subscribers by the end of today. Let's do it. Come join us and subscribe to the channel. Okay, guys, let me get into some other stuff. If you guys want to learn anything, put it in the chat right now, and I'm going to help you guys out. I'm here to do whatever tutorial you want. Today is a celebration of my 7th world record that I did last week, so that's why I'm kind of tired. I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit tired. That's why I'm not really going full out on all my moves, just doing a little bit, but I thought I'd come on here to show you guys just how I train, how I do some stuff, and I thought I'd come back because I love speaking to all of you guys. You guys are the best. So guys, like this stream right now. If you want to learn anything, if you want to learn any tutorials, put it in the chat and I am going to do a special edition and do whatever you guys want me to do right now. Okay, let me get the chat up. Yes, guys, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel like Chet Beard saying subscribe. Subscribe, and also let's get the likes up. Let's get to 50 likes right now. Okay, guys. Can C says, hi, Liberty, you're a statue, but not a statue. Yes, that's right. I have a twin. I have a twin statue. Okay, basic stretches. Okay, we can do some basic stretches. That's actually a great idea to do some basic stretches, basic full body stretches. I can go through some stuff that you could be doing, anywhere and everywhere. So these are kind of, let me just go through a few different things. One, let's say, because a lot of people sit down a lot of the day. Here's an easy one. If you're sitting down, like I am right now, then you can literally just try and twist from side to side while sitting down. Not really trying to push yourself too much, but just literally just moving from side to side and just trying to get that extra movement when you're sitting down. That's gonna just help just with movement in general. Another cool thing is if you lie on your back like this, like maybe a long day, lie on your back and then try and grab one of your knees and bring it in as close to your body as you can. You don't have to bring it too far. You could stay right here. You don't have to go all the way down. You could stay where you're comfortable and just kind of move around. You can move your leg too, your shin. You can try and bring your ankle towards your body like this, or you can keep it up front, but you just want to move your leg around and just play with the different angles, just moving that leg around. And whilst I'm doing this, I'm actually laying completely flat on the ground. So you don't want to be feeling any tension in your back or anything like that. Just go completely flat on the ground. This is a great mobility stretch. Let me do it on the other leg. We're lying on the ground right here, grabbing my leg, and we're going to go from side to side and circle around. Let me get a different angle. Maybe you guys can see from here. Okay, here we go. So you're going to go from different angles and just move your leg from side to side. If you bring your ankle all the way and try and pull it towards your chest, then you're actually opening up your hip. And then you're opening the outer part of your hip. And if you're doing it like this, you're opening up the other parts of your hip. But you can just play around just like that. And that's also a great warm up too. Great mobility thing to do throughout the day. And then we can go through one more, which would be, we can go, this is called the 90-90 stretch. So it's basically where you go onto the ground, just like this. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna create so many different 90 degrees. We're gonna create 90-degree angles. So basically, my first leg is bent, so let's say this is my right leg. So if you're doing it with your right leg, this is how it goes. Your right leg is bent with your right knee on the ground and your right knee pointing straight out in front of you. And then you're going to flex your foot. And then your left leg is going to be bent behind you. And that's going to be bent once more from its knee. And that knee is going to be pointing straight out towards the left. So we got the right knee this way, the left knee out to our left. And then we're going to go and lean forwards. We're going to lean forwards on our right knee and go from side to side. And then what we can do is we can actually swap our legs just like this and then do the same thing on the other side. So just like this. And what you're going to do here is we're targeting our hips once more because I'm going to just say that hip mobility exercises throughout the day are going to be super helpful because if you're sitting down, if you're at work and you sit down a lot for work, then it's super important to move your hips because actually when you're sitting down, your hamstrings and your glutes just get completely turned off. So you're just going to lose a lot of flexibility there and you're going to stiffen up a lot. So these mobility exercises are super duper helpful. But guys, if you guys want any other tutorials, put them in the chat right now. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to go back to some flexi dancing. But guys, subscribe to the channel and let's get to 4 million subscribers super soon. Subscribe and let me get back into some flexi dance. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of space here. Okay, guys. If you guys let me know if you guys want any other tutorials, put it in the chat right now and I'll help you guys out. Okay. I'm going to do whatever tutorials you want me to do right now. Okay, because let me go through some stuff I can teach you guys. We can do things like back bends, how to do a back bend, some leg flexibility exercises, splits, handstands. We can do back walkover, front walkover, back limber, front limber. Okay, someone asked, can I show that again? Okay, let me do some more flexi dance for you guys. Let me do another one. Okay. Okay, guys. What do you guys want to see from me? What do you guys want to see from me? Tutorial-wise, you want to see some more flexi dance? Let me know. I'm going to teach you whatever you guys want. I can teach you guys some isolations too, which is like we can do some isolation animation dancing. So that's learning how to control each part of our body so that we can move fluidly and be flexible all throughout our body. But guys, let me know what you guys want from me. Write it in the chat and I'll help you all out. Okay. And guys, like this stream right now. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes right now so we can get more people in here and we can get into some tutorials. Let me know what tutorials you want to see from me. Okay. Back bend up, down, roll into a chin stand. Okay, that's a cool idea. So that would be like coming up from a back bend and then roll back into a chin stand. Okay, I can definitely, if you guys want to see that, write it in the chat and we can definitely do that. But guys, like the stream right now. Let's get to 100 likes and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're super close to 4 million subscribers. Let's see if we can do it. I really, really love all of your support. But guys, come be a part of the community. I go through a lot of tutorials and I'm here to do whatever you guys want me to do. So if you guys want any tutorials or anything, put it in the chat. I'm going to help you all out. A back bend forward. Okay, cool. So we got back bend. We've got chin stand. We've got handstand. Guys, let me know. What do you guys want? Splits too? Hi, Demaya. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. I'm super happy that you chose to watch this stream today. Thank you so much for being here right now. But yeah, I hope you have a very happy birthday. Okay, guys, any tutorials you want to learn from me, put it in the chat. I'm going to go back to some more flexi dance. Then I will be back. And then, guys, put in the chat what you want to learn. Whatever gets said the most, I'm going to do for you guys right now, actually. Yeah, but also let's get our likes up. Let's get to 150 likes by the time I come back from doing some flexi dance. Okay. Guys, there's not loads of space here, so that's why it's kind of hard to stay in shot, guys. So if I come out of shot, I'm super sorry. I'm trying my best. You see that right there? In the back, let me show you. Right over here. There's a ledge, and I'm low-key trying not to hit that, so I don't hurt myself. But yeah, guys, always make sure that you've got space when you're practicing and stuff. Make sure you check what's around you before you start doing some crazy stuff. Yeah, it's always important to know what your surroundings are. Let me put this back. Okay, let me see what you all said. What do you guys want from me? Okay. Okay, so we've had backbend, we've had splits, we've had handstand. Guys, put in what you want to learn from me. Okay, so I saw Silverway says to do a back handspring. Guys, there's not a lot of space here, so I can't do a back handspring tutorial, but for sure, in the future, I'm going to work on it. We're going to get a back handspring tutorial up for you guys. I'm going to definitely try to do one of those for you. The same with the backflip. There's not enough room here to do it. So that's something I'm going to do in the future. Okay, guys, we got splits again. Guys, tell me what tutorials do you want to see from me? Also, guys, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's get to 150 likes. 150 likes right now. And also, Emma Slay says side transformer. That's actually one of my favorite moves. Guys, this is what a side transformer looks like. It's an advanced move, but it's a super fun one. I'll show you what it looks like. I love that move so much. Wait, it's upside down. I love that move so much. And it's very fitting with the new Transformers movie. Boom. Wait, did I turn it off? Okay, guys, can you still hear me? Let me make sure you guys can still hear me. But guys, also, just put in the chat what you guys want to learn from me. I see Donna says crab. Do you mean, when you say crab, are you talking about this? Is this what you mean by a crab? Because this goes by a lot of names. A lot of people call this different things. People be calling it crab, backbend, bridge. There's a lot of different names for this move, but all in all, it's a fun move. And if so, if you want to learn how to do that, guys, put it in the chat, and we can get started on that right now. Actually, backbend is one of the best moves. Super duper useful for so many different things. If you can do a backbend, you can get started on your front walkover, back walkover, everything. So, do you want to learn how to do a backbend? Let me know. Backbend / crab / bridge. Do you want to learn that right now? I see we got handstand in here too. Backwards roll, that's a great one too. But guys, like this stream, let's get to 150 likes, and then we can get started with these tutorials. If you're just joining in right now, I'm going to be doing some tutorials for you guys, but I'm super duper excited. I'm celebrating my 7th world record that I just broke. So I'm here to let you guys pick what tutorial you want to see from me. So I'm leaving it up to you guys as a celebration. Okay, we also got cartwheel. I've seen a handstand a few times and I've seen backbend a few times. I think that we're going to get into a backbend. And Grace says a backbend without hands. That's a great idea. I'm actually going to go through that. If we do a backbend tutorial today, I'm going to go through that at the end of the tutorial too. And handstand waves. Oh, okay. Okay, let me know what you guys want. You know what? I think I can figure out how to put a poll, maybe. I'm going to just try and put a poll for you guys. But guys, let me know what you guys want to see. Let me take this out. Let me get this right over here. And I'm swapping it over. We're on selfie now. Okay. Wait, I've seen how to do chest stand from standing. I can definitely do a chest stand from standing. We can do chest stand from standing. That's a great idea. So what we're going to do, let me flip you guys back over. Let's get into this. How are we going to do a chest stand from standing? Yeah, let's get into this. Let me put you guys back. We're back in business right now. And guys, also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. So subscribe so we can get to 4 million. And let's get into this. We're going to learn how to do a chest stand from standing. So this is what it looks like. This is what a chest stand from standing looks like. So it's a combination of learning how to go backwards into a back bend from standing and also doing a chest stand. But first of all, we're going to warm up our backs so we can get started with how to do a chest stand. So if you guys want to learn how to do a back bend or how to do a chest stand, this is actually going to kind of combine both those tutorials. So if you want to learn those things too, watch the tutorial right now and we're going to learn it together. Okay, so let's get into this. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go onto our knees and we're going to go and try and open up our upper back. So how we're going to do this is we're going to get our hands like this. We're going to interlock them like so. Hope you guys can see this. Then place it behind your head and we're going to push our chest out and lean backwards and try and bend our upper back. So our upper back is really just where your shoulder blades are at the top of your back, and it's also a mix of your neck too, because your neck connects into your spine, and we really want to just open up that upper portion around our spine. So we're going to go put our hands behind our neck like this, and then lean forwards like so. So push your chest out, and we're going to try and drive our left elbow into the ground, and then our right elbow into the ground. And we're just going to keep on twisting like that. So just twisting, just like so. So you're pushing your chest out, but also trying to twist your body and open up those parts of your upper back. Okay, so guys, continue with this warm-up right now. Continue with this warm-up. It's going to help open up your upper back. And now what we're going to do, if we're doing a back bend into a chest stand, we've got to open up all those different parts of our back. So we're going to go through it all today. And yeah, but guys, how you guys been? What do you guys want to see from me also? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to see. Also, like the stream right now. Let's get to 180 likes right now. We're super close. Let's get to 180. And also, let's try and get to 3.97 million subscribers by the end of the day. Guys, I know we can do it. Guys, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 4 million. But guys, I'm starting to see lots of handstand tutorial requests. Definitely going to do that soon in the future. Maybe I'll do it in this stream if I have time, but let's get into the next stretch for this, what we're going to be doing here. Okay, what we're going to do is actually we're going to go straight into, the seal, into this is actually called the Sphinx right here. So the Sphinx is where you're lying on your front and you're just on your elbows, just like this. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to twist our shoulders in and out. Now, once again, this is focusing on our upper back. See, when our elbows, when we're pushing out this part of our chest, then we're focusing on that upper back. So what we're going to do here, go twist your elbows from side to side. And whilst you're doing this, all of your body is laying completely flat on the ground. So you shouldn't be feeling any tension in your legs or anything like that. You should only really be using your shoulders and your back here. And now we're going to start to use our arms. So we're on our elbows. Now try and put your hands on the ground and try and slightly push your body up, continuing with moving your shoulders from side to side. And you don't have to just keep on doing the same exact pattern. You can switch it up. You can move how your body wants you to. So you basically move your shoulders around. And when you move your shoulders around, it's moving the opposite part of your back. So when my shoulder is moving, if you look, my back is actually moving along with it. See here, my back is moving along with it. And that's why my back is actually getting warmed up whilst doing this movement. So continue, guys, moving around your back and slowly straightening out your arms. So your full range of motion here is you can go from completely flat on the ground, and you can be moving around completely flat on the ground, and that's perfectly fine. And it's gonna focus on the uppermost part of your back, even your neck. If you're like all the way here, then this is only going to be your neck. And then you can come to here, and that's the uppermost part of your shoulders. But then we can go from there all the way to up here, which is going to open up our basically our tailbone, which is the lowest part of our back. That's the lowest part of your spine. And actually, when you come all the way up to this point where you're bending from your tailbone, which is right over here, what we're going to do, what you should do is you should activate your glutes. That way it protects that part of your spine so you can open it up fully. So we're just going to move around from side to side here, and we're going to go down. We're going to go down, we're going to go up. We're going to just move around in this seal pose. So here I'm just moving my shoulders around, and I'm coming around in the seal pose. But guys, continue with that warm up right now. What this is going to do is going to open up different parts of your back. We need to open up all the parts of our back so we can get into these very back flexibility related exercises, such as the back bend and the chest stand. Both of these, we're going to need to open up our back a lot, and we're even going to go all the way down to our hips, just to make sure everything is fully warmed up. But guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 200 likes, and let's get to 4 million subscribers, guys. Guys, come join the channel. We're doing a lot of tutorials. We're doing a tutorial right now, actually. We're learning how to do a back bend into a chin stand. So we're learning some super duper fun stuff. This is one of the most fun moves to do. But guys, come join us all right now, and continue with these warm-ups. Also, like this video. We're just past 200 likes, I think. And yeah, let's get into this. Okay, next up, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the complete opposite to what we just did. So we're in the seal pose. Now, I want you guys to bend your legs. Let me just check I'm in shot. Okay, guys, I think you guys can see me. I want you guys to bend your knees just like this, and you're going to fully sit onto your legs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to straighten out our body. So we're going to straighten out our arms and our backs. And this is going to bring us into a child's pose. Let me go from the side so you guys can see. So this is the child's pose. And what you should be feeling here is, what we're going to try and do is try and reverse the bends we just did in our back. We're going to try and bend forwards so that we can balance off our spines. So when you're doing this, we're going to be in child's pose, and I want you guys to curl up your spine just like this. And I want you guys to be moving from side to side, like so. So I'm going to show you guys from the front so you can see how I'm moving from side to side, and you can watch how my arms are controlling my body. So here I am, and I'm just moving side to side, just like this. And when I'm doing this, actually, you should be completely feeling. So we just did the seal stretch, and when you were doing that, you should have felt in your back where exactly the different points are being moved around. But when you go into the front bend, which is a child's pose that we just did, it's actually you're going to be feeling the complete opposite. So each stretch, like let's say here, you can feel that was the point where you were bending from. Then we're going to just move around in that area, and we're just going to keep on doing that in the child's pose, and continue with that warm up right now, and then let's get into the next one. So the next one is we're going to do the puppy pose. So what we're going to do here is this is fully targeting our upper/middle back. It's similar to the child's pose, but we're going to bend our back backwards. So what we're going to do, put your hands and knees on the ground, just like so. And now what we're going to do is bring our chest and shoulders towards the ground, like this. And the goal is to get your chest and shoulders onto the ground. You may not be able to get it all the way to the ground, but that's completely fine. You can just stay where you're comfortable. So let's get to the ground. And here we're just going to move from side to side. But if you're not all the way on the ground, you can stay where you're comfortable. Let's say it's here. And we can move from side to side. But guys, just stay where you're comfortable with and continue with this puppy pose stretch, trying to open up that upper part of your back. And then I'm going to go through. These are just a few different warm-ups. Then we're going to go through how to go backwards into a back bend. So that is basically you're standing up, and then how to control yourself to go all the way to a back bend from standing. That's going to be the first part. And then we're going to go through how to do a chest stand. Then we're going to put it together, and it's going to be fun. But guys, continue with all the warm-ups and everything. And also, guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. We're super duper close. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. Subscribe to the channel right now, guys. Press that big red subscribe button. It should be somewhere down here. It's somewhere around here. But guys, press it right now. Subscribe to the channel. Come join us. Be a part of the community. I really, really love everyone who's part of this community. You guys are all the best. You're all super duper nice. And I love doing these tutorials so, so much. So come join us with all of these tutorials. But yeah, also guys, like the stream too. We've got to get to 250 likes. We're super close to 250 likes. So let's get to 250 likes and let's get into the next warm-up. Okay, the next warm-up we're going to do is, we're going to get into the drills for the back bend. So let me break down what a back bend looks like from standing. So this is what it looks like. Here it is. So that's what a back bend looks like. And let me go through it slower so you guys can see what goes through my head and what different parts of your body you're going to be using. So in order to do back bend from standing, this is how it goes. My arms are up. My shoulders are actually by my ears, just like this. And I actually, it's very helpful to actually practice pushing your shoulders up as high as possible. So if you put your arms up like this, and then try and push as high as you can, like all the way to the ceiling, just like this, and keep on practicing going up and down. So you can be able to hold your arms all the way up like this. It's actually going to be super helpful. So keep on practicing this. And then that's going to help you out with this back bend right now. So let's go through it. Hands up. We're going to push all the way to the ceiling. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to push my hips forwards. So my hips are pushed forwards. And I'm going to start going backwards and looking directly between my hands. And then trying to look for the ground as soon as possible with my eyes. So your eyes need to try and look backwards with you and spot the ground. So here we go. Hips forwards, looking back, find the ground, on the ground. My voice kind of sounds funny in the mid-back bend, but that's basically it. So my hips are going to be pushed forwards. My arms are going to be pushed out. I'm going to start bending my back, and then I'm going to try and look for the ground, then place my hands on the ground. And the reason why we're pushing out our arms like so is because if you're pushing out your arms like that, then it's going to allow you to land safely on the ground. But if you were to have your arms inwards, then you're going to end up going like, and then it's going to be harder to balance. You're going to need to use your bicep strength to hold you up if you do that. But yeah, guys, let's continue with this back bend. So let me just tell you what else you're going to do for this. We're going to go through different techniques and tricks. And usually I would ask you guys to use a wall, but I'm going to show you how you can do it fully without any supplies or anything, how we can do it just straight up on the ground right here. So this is step number 1. This is going to help you out a lot. Is if I'm standing up just like this, I'm going to put one hand on the ground behind me and twist into a back bend, just like that. So let me bring it closer so you guys can see what I just did with my hand. So what I did with my hand, here I am on the ground. My hand is on the ground, and as you can see, it's not facing the right way. It's facing the wrong way. Oh wait, guys, I'm slightly out of shot. Let me move this. Let me move the camera. Guys, technical difficulties. I've messed it up. There we go. Yeah, so if we put our hand on the ground, like so, my hand is on the ground, but it's facing the wrong way. What are we gonna do? So here, I'm putting all the weight on my palm, and I'm gonna bring my body over and try and twist my hand as soon as my other hand gets on the ground. So if you see that, if you put all the weight on your palm, then it's all concentrated at one point, and you can twist around as much as you can, just twist around and pivot on that point. So to do the back bend, we're going to go and pivot on that point, just like that. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Continue practicing that first step, and when you feel comfortable with that first step, we are going to go into this next step, which is going to be, let me just adjust the camera, guys. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to get into the next step, which is going to be, we are going to try and twist into that back bend a little bit more. So that is going to be, we're standing up. And just so you know, guys, my feet are slightly wider than shoulder width apart, like this. See, they're slightly wider. That's going to help you guys stand up a bit more. Because if your feet are close together like this, it's going to be much harder to gain the balance when you go backwards. So if your feet are around this far apart, just like so, it's going to be very helpful. So stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do this time, we're going to put our hand on the ground, but first we're actually going to push our hips out. So push your hips out and try and put that hand on the ground, just like so. And then twist around into the back bend. So, guys, so you're pushing your hips out. And when you do that, you can already see my back is naturally bending. So if I'm pushing my hips out, my back is going to try and balance that off. And we're going to try and bend from our back. So push your hip and then hand on the ground and then twist around. And actually the great thing about doing the exercise this way is that when you do this, you can actually see where you're putting your hand so that you don't have to be scared about going backwards without seeing where you're going. So continue with this exercise, but each time twist around a little bit more. So let me just twist around even more. Let's go. Just like that. And I put my hand on the ground. And then when you're at that point, you're actually so close to doing the back bend. The next step is you can try and do the back bend fully without the twist. So we're going to put our hands up. And guys, make sure that when you're putting your hands up, you're not bending your arms. You keep your elbows straight just like this. You're not overextending them. This is what an overextended elbow looks like. And you can see it almost looks like it's bending the wrong way. So you don't want to have your elbows looking like this. We want to just straighten them out. Make sure your elbow's pointing out. So this is my right hand, so it's pointing out towards the right. If it's your left hand, then you want your elbow pointing out towards the left. But we want to keep those elbows straight, no bends, because then you're going to need to rely on that bicep strength. So we don't want to be relying on the strength. We want to be relying on the flexibility. So yeah, we're going to keep our arms straight, and we're going to straighten out. We're going to push out our shoulders. And then you're going to push your hips forwards and land and try and find the ground with your eyes and put your hands on the ground. And try and do it all. And let's go through it. Let's go. Hands up, hips forwards, going back, ground. And guys, when you do your first back bend, it's all going to happen super duper fast. You're going to be standing, then you're going to do what I just said, put your hands up, and then go backwards. And you're just going to, before you know it, your hands are going to be on the ground. You're going to be like, oh, I'm on the ground. That's what it feels like. But just make sure you go through everything I've said in this video. Don't bend your arms or anything. Make sure you keep your arms straight. And if you're keeping your arms straight and your shoulders pushed out, then when you find the ground, you're going to be completely fine in that back bend. You're going to be able to hold a really nice back bend right there. You're going to be all good. You're not going to land on your head. The only way that you would land on your head is if you bend your arms. So if you don't bend your arms, then you're all good. Okay, guys, are you guys following along right now? Guys, if you are, guys, subscribe to the channel right now. Press the subscribe button. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. And also, guys, like this video. Let's get to 270 likes. Let's get to 270 likes. And also, let's get back into this. So the last part of how to do a back bend into a chest stand is the chest stand. And what we're going to do for the chest stand is we're going to go up into a back bend. This is actually one of my favorite warm-ups. So if we go into this back bend, so that is basically, let me break that down. We're going to go, let me see if I'm in shot, guys. It's a little bit tricky to be in shot because my monitor's a little bit delayed. So just need to make sure you guys can see my knees right here. Okay, I think you guys can see this. I'm lying on my back with my knees up towards the ceiling. And what we're going to do is move your feet so they're slightly wider than shoulder width apart. If you do that, it always makes it way easier to balance when you're in a back bend. And then we're going to get our hands, and you want to place them by your shoulders. And when you place them by your shoulders, they're going to face the same direction that your feet are facing. So place them by your shoulders, and then we're going to push our hips up, and we're going to push our arms up all the way into a back bend. So this is the back bend, and what we're going to do here is we're going to move around in this back bend. I want you guys to move from side to side. Let me show you another angle. So we're moving from side to side, like so. We can go backwards and forwards. We can go backwards and forwards. This is a great stretch. Going backwards and forwards, you can try and get your head up. You can get your head back to open up different parts of your back and just really try and move around and experiment in that back bend. You want to be able to be comfortable. You want to be able to be comfortable in your back bend. So yeah, guys, continue with just literally just playing around in the back bend, having fun in your back bends, moving around like that. And that's actually going to help just the general movement. Movement and flexibility are always good for each other. So if you're moving around, then you're opening up different parts of your back. And it's a very good thing to be doing. So guys, continue with the back bend. And also, guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. We're super duper close, guys. Press the subscribe button over here somewhere. Subscribe and also like this video. Let's get to 280 likes right now. And then let's get into the next thing we're going to do in order to do a chin stand or a chest stand, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to go back into the back bend. Here we go. We're in the back bend. And then this is what we're going to do. This is the easiest way to get into a chin stand. Let me see if you guys can see me. Okay, what we're going to do here, I want you guys to be moving from side to side, even experimenting with bending your arms. So we're going to bend our arms a little bit and move from side to side and try and bring your chin as close to the ground as possible, like this. Just like that. And then once you get, if you feel comfortable there, we're going to put our chin on the ground, and then we're going to try and bring our chest to the ground. So we're going to go move around, chin, chest. Okay, guys, I'm going to do that one more time for you guys, but I'm not going to have the mic. So, guys, listen to what I was just saying and repeat it in the back bend. But, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. Subscribe and let's get to 4 million. Be a part of the community. We're doing lots of tutorials. I'm teaching you guys how to do a chin stand right now. So we can do a back bend into a chin stand. Guys, subscribe. And let's get into this. So what we're going to do, no mic. So you just got to watch me. So here we are. We're going to go over here. Moving. Okay, so that's how you're going to enter into the chin stand. What I just did there is I put my chin onto the ground, then I brought my chest to the ground. Another thing that could actually help you guys if you haven't quite got the back flexibility yet, is if you go onto your toes when you're in that chin stand, then you're going to take off some pressure on your back, and it's going to be slightly easier. So guys, continue with that. Guys, come on. I see you all watching this right now. There's so many of you guys. Subscribe to the channel so we can get to 4 million subscribers. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can get to 4 million. And also like this stream. Let's get to 300 likes. So let's do this. Okay. Another thing. It's important. When you're in that chin stand, make sure you're breathing. Make sure you breathe. Never ever hold your breath when you're in any of these movements. Always make sure you're breathing, because actually when you're in the chin stand, you're on your chest. So you need to make sure you're breathing, and you can use your hands to take some weight off your chest, because you don't want to put all your weight on that chest. Use your hands, and I'm going to show you how. So just watch my hands when I'm in the chin stand right now. Okay, so you saw I got into the chin stand with my hands flat on the ground, and then I went onto my elbows. And when you go on your elbows, you can actually place them right below your shoulders. So right here where I'm showing you, you can place them here, and then it will actually take a lot of the weight off of your chest and just put it right on your elbows. So you don't have to worry about putting weight on your chest. You can do this, and it's super duper helpful. I definitely recommend you guys you guys do this when you do the chin stand at first. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do, we're going to put together the back bend with the chin stand. I'm going to put the mic next to me. I'm going to try and speak into it, but I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. But what we're going to do is you're going to start off. Let me do this one-handed so you guys can hear me and see me. So we're going to start off, hands up. We're going to go into that back bend. So going back like this. And then what we're going to do, bring that chin to the ground, bring the chest to the ground, and then we're in the chest stand. And then that's how we're going to do the back bend into a chest stand. So, guys, just break it down and do the back bend and then do the chest stand. And you can do it slowly at first, but then you want to kind of try and put it together. But guys, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 4 million subscribers. So guys, subscribe. I see all of you guys in here right now. Subscribe and let's get there. Also like this video so we can let's get to 320 likes right now. But guys, we're doing some tutorials right now. I'm just finishing up how to do a back bend into a chest stand. But guys, let me know what tutorials you want from me right now, because I'm down to do another tutorial if you guys want it. So put in the chats. What do you want to learn from me? I'm going to teach you guys whatever you guys want to learn. And yes, so put it in the chat. And let me teach you guys. We can do a handstand. We can do front walkovers. We can do, I saw someone say handstand wave. We can do, we just did a back bend one. So if you guys want a back bend one, then just click on the screen of the stream. That was a tongue twister. Click on the screen of the stream, and then you can actually drag back the stream a little bit so you can see what we were just up to. So, guys, continue. Okay, I see sisters say you want to learn how to do the splits. Oh, Bella says how to do a needle. A needle, we see handstand. Okay, we've got handstand. Oh, I see someone says how to do frontwards, backwards next time. But yeah, I love that move a lot. It's basically where you're in, it's kind of an extreme, it's a deeper version of walking around in back bend, where you grab your knees and then you can walk around literally just on your two legs, but whilst being completely bent backwards. So it's kind of like I'm moving my legs forwards, frontwards, and my face is facing backwards. So that's why it's called the frontwards backwards. That would be a fun one. I see handstands a lot. We see a lot of handstands up in here. You know what? I'm super down to teach you guys a handstand. It's one of my favorite things to teach because the tutorial is super duper easy, guys. Getting your handstand is one of the most, it's actually super duper easy to learn. You just need a lot of dedication. Make sure you're dedicated and you keep on practicing every day, and you're going to be able to get your handstand super soon. But let's do a handstand tutorial, guys. If you're joining in, actually, let's get to 340 likes, and then let's do this handstand tutorial. Like this video, and then we can do some handstands. But I'll actually show you guys some different forms of handstands right now whilst I wait for the likes to get up, and then we'll get into this tutorial. But here are some fun handstands. We have, let me go through all these. We have a press handstand right here. This is a press handstand, straddle press handstand. And then let's go, we're now in a straddle handstand. We're gonna do some handstand waves. This is some handstand waves. And now let's go to a straight handstand, split handstand, straddle handstand, tuck handstand, straight. And yeah, handstands are super duper fun. There's a lot of different things you can do with them. But guys, let's get into the handstand tutorial. So what we're going to do for the handstand tutorial is it's all going to be centered around this lovely thing we got over here. We got the wall of handstands. So I'm going to bring this camera over here. Let me just, move everything around. We're changing the shot, so I've got to make sure everything looks all right over here. Let me see, guys. Is this all right? Okay. Actually, let me move this about a little bit. Let's go over here. And what we're going to do over here is, let's get into this. The first thing we're going to do actually is we're going to try and kick up against the wall, and I'll break down how we're going to do that. So how we're going to do the handstand is, so this is the first step. This is the first thing that you should practice, is kicking up, like so. So that's the kick up. And you may have some issues at first with how to kick up, but let me break it down. So this right here, this position that I'm doing with my legs, this is called a lunge. And when I'm doing this, I'm activating, let me move into the shot a little bit more for you guys. I'm activating, so this is my right leg that's forwards. So I'm activating my right quads. And this is going to give me that power to kick up. And what my back leg, which is my left leg right here, what it's going to be doing is it's going to kick off the ground. And when I kick off the ground, that's going to give me some momentum added with the power of my right leg to try and kick me up onto that wall. So together, what we're going to do is we're going to go lunge. You're going to kick that leg back, and then we're going to jump off that front leg. And that's how you're going to kick up onto the wall. So let me show you guys. Let me break it down in slow motion so you guys can see this a bit better. We're going to go lunge, hands down, kick that back leg, and jump off your right foot. And then try and, the back leg that you kick with, so the kicking leg, which is my left leg, is going to be the first leg to find the wall. So it's going to hit that wall, and then my right leg's going to find it afterwards. But yeah, so your left leg's going to fling up all the way to the wall. And this is the first thing you're going to want to do, and we're just going to go and kick up against that wall and just hold it as long as you can. So once more, we're going to kick up, and now I'm in the handstand. Let me go through some techniques that you should be doing right here to make sure you have good form. Is keep your feet together, like so. Don't keep them apart, keep them together. Push out of your shoulders, so that's like this. So we're going to push all the way as tall as we can, basically. So you want to be as tall as humanly possible, just like this, pushing through your shoulders. Now what we're also going to do is you're going to engage your core. So suck in your lower stomach, engage your glutes, and we're going to look at the ground between our hands. So you always want to make sure you're looking at the ground, because otherwise you can get confused with where you are, but it's going to help. If you look at the ground, then you're going to be able to balance a little bit better. I actually always look right between my thumbs. That's my looking point. But you guys find out where your best looking point is. I would recommend try looking right between your thumbs. But guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Let's get to 4 million. We're super duper close. Yeah, guys, let's get to 4 million, and also like the stream. Let's get to 375 likes. And we're doing a handstand tutorial right now. So guys, join in and come learn how to do this handstand with us. The first step, what we're going to do is kick up against the wall and hold that for as long as you can. So continue with that kicking up against the wall, and you've got to practice holding that handstand as long as you can. And then once you feel like, you feel very comfortable with that, what we're going to do is we're going to swap it round. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys. And it's important that you're doing all the things I said of you keep your feet together. Like imagine, so this is what we do with our body in the handstand. But right now I'm the right way up, not upside down. But we're going to keep our feet together just like so. We're going to engage your glutes, going to suck in your stomach like this, and suck in your lower stomach and engage your core. And then we're going to push our hands as tall as they go, like this. So they're going as tall as they can. We don't want to see this. We don't want to be bending inwards. Push all the way up, and then you're going to look in between your thumbs. So you're going to look at the ground. And make sure you're doing all of that in handstand. You want to be pencil straight, and that's going to help you guys perfect the perfect straight handstand. Okay, now what we're going to do the next drill, which is this. So we're going to go put our hands on the ground. So my hands and feet are on the ground right now, and I have the wall behind me. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put one foot on the wall, then we're going to put the other foot on the wall and kind of climb our way onto the wall. And you want to move your hands closer to the wall. So I'm moving my hands as close as they can to the wall, like so. And now I'm right against the wall. And I'm kind of basically using the wall as a little like guide to stay straight. So I'm pushing through my shoulders, engaging my core, tensing my glutes, putting my feet together, and my hands are pointed forwards. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to hold it against the wall. Hold it as long as you can. And this is basically going to, you basically just use that wall as a guide to stay in a straight handstand. So when you're against the wall, it's basically, as straight as you can get. And actually when I'm doing it, I want to try and keep as much weight onto my hands as possible, as opposed to putting all the weight onto the wall. You can try and split it to find where you're comfortable with, but really the goal is you want to be able to carry all the weight on your hands and not on the wall, because we can't bring the wall with us everywhere we do the handstand. So we've got to try and get rid of our reliance on the wall. We've got to try and put that weight on our hands. And guys, let me go through what we're going to do with our hands actually. You want to keep them shoulder width apart. So these are our shoulders. If I put my hands out just like this, then my hands are exactly straight forwards from my shoulders. So they're completely shoulder width apart. And then also you want to keep your hands facing completely forward. So my fingertips are facing completely straight forwards. You don't want to have your hands at an angle or anything. You want to keep them completely straight forwards in front of you. So this is it. So shoulder width and straight forwards, just like so. And then also make sure you're doing all the other things I told you guys about. Pushing through your shoulders, tensing your glutes, activating your core, putting your feet together. Keep that straight line so you can balance up in there. And guys, keep on practicing this right now. And let me see what you guys are up to. We're learning how to do a handstand right now, by the way. So come and join us and learn how to do a handstand. Guys, subscribe to the channel also. Let's get to, we're really close to 4 million subscribers. So let's get to 4 million subscribers. Subscribe, smash the subscribe button somewhere down here, I think. And come join us. We're learning how to do a handstand tutorial right now. So it's super duper fun thing to learn. But yeah, guys, so when you do this, you want to be practicing all of these exercises every day. You can just spend just even like a few minutes per day training on the days where you do less. But you really just want to practice holding it against the wall. And you're just going to build up that endurance and that strength to then be able to do it on the ground. But really, what we're working on the most is finding our balance point. Because in reality, if you can already kick up onto the wall and you can put the majority of the weight onto your hands, just using the wall as a guide, you can easily hold a handstand. The hard part is finding the balance. You easily have the strength to hold the handstand, you just need to find that balance point. So now, let's get into the next thing we're going to do. So what we're going to do is, we've just done the reverse handstand, so we're going to go back onto the wall the same way we did before. So my hands and feet are on the ground. I'm going to place one foot on the wall, place the other foot on the wall, and I'm going to walk in close to the wall. So walk in with your hands, and here we are, all the way on the wall. And what we're going to do here is, so this is basically what we were doing before, but we can just switch it up a little bit. So I'm keeping all of those points in my body completely. I'm pushing through my shoulders and everything. We're going to take one foot off the wall like this, and then bring the other one to it. And then go back to the wall, and then together. And then back together. And then just hold it as long as you can. You want to be able to hold the handstand off of the wall as long as you can. And then as soon as you feel like I'm gonna come down now, just go right back onto that wall, then get right back up into the handstand. You just want to keep on practicing that and keep on building that up. Yes, so just keep on practicing. And this is how you're going to do the handstand. Guys, this is really all the 3 exercises that you just practice every single day. Practice what I've just shown you. You're going to be building up that strength in your shoulders and your arms to hold that handstand. But then this is the next thing we've got to practice, which is going to be how to kick up. So when you learn all of this that I've just shown you, you have the strength. You have the strength and you have the endurance to do a handstand, and a handstand for a very long time. In fact, if you're holding it against the wall for a really long time, you're going to be able to hold it on the ground for a very long time. But here's the only thing we've got an issue with. We need to kick up, because kicking up into the handstand is actually, it actually throws you off a lot, because when you kick up, you have to find your balance super duper fast, and it's very hard to find your balance when you're using all that power to kick yourself up. And then it also then takes away some of your endurance. So this is how we're going to kick up. Let's go through it right now. Okay, let's see. So what we're going to do is, like I said before, we've got the lunge position. I'm going to show you it again. This is a lunge right here. So a lunge is where you bend your front leg and your back leg is straight. And we don't need to do a super deep lunge or anything. We're just going to slightly lunge. So you see here, this is my right leg that's in front and my left leg is in back. And I'm just going to slightly bend my right leg. And here, this actually activates my my quads. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that power to kick up. And we're going to use our back leg to guide us into the straight handstand. And then another thing to say is, when you put your hands down to kick up into the handstand, you want to keep your arms perpendicular to the ground. So my arms are on the ground right now, and I can draw a right angle to the ground. That means that your arms are perpendicular to the ground. So they are right over here. And now let's get into this. This is how to kick up. So we're going to go, put your hands up just like so. Put your foot forwards. So we activate your quad. We're in that lunge. You're going to put your hand on the ground. Your hands on the ground. And your back leg is going to come up. So when you put your hands on the ground, your back leg is going to come up. It's ready to kick up and find your way into that straight handstand. And then as soon as you put your hands on the ground, boom, kick up off the ground. You're going to kick up from your toes of your front leg. Okay, so we're going to go lunge, kicking, And what you want to do, you can even practice what I'm doing here, which is I'm just 3/4 kicking up into the handstand. And if you see this, when I'm kicking up, my back leg is actually getting to that straight line for the handstand. Then the next thing is your right leg just needs to follow along and come together to get that straight handstand. So hands up, lunge, on the floor, kick. And then the last thing, let's get our legs together. Let's get our legs together. So on the floor, perpendicular, kick. And let me actually show you guys. So if you saw how I came out the handstand right there, that is exactly how you should be coming out. If you feel you're going to go over, this is how you're going to come out the handstand. So this is how to fail a handstand safely. So you're going to put your hands down. Let's see. We're going to go all the way over. Wait. We're going to twist our arms. So basically, if you feel like you're going to go and fall over onto your back, what you're going to do is you're going to sort of move your head forwards and twist your arms. So we're going to twist our body so that our head can basically, the goal is you want to keep your head up off the ground so you can see where you're going, and then you can, you don't land on your head. Because if you keep your head up, then you're not going to land on your head and you can see where you're going. So if you do that, you keep your head up and twist your arms, and then you're going to end up trying to get your feet on the ground. And that's how you're going to come out of the handstand if you feel you're going to go over. I would definitely recommend that's the first thing you do when you're learning how to kick up into a handstand. Practice how to fail it properly. But anyways, next thing we're going to do, this is how to kick up. We're going to go, do the lunge, hands to the ground. Then we're going to kick up into the handstand. Then we get into the shot more. Here we go. My arms are perpendicular to the ground, but anyways, my back leg's going to kick, join it together. And when you do this, make sure you are sucking in your stomach, engaging your glutes, keeping your feet together when you're up in that handstand, and pushing through your shoulders. And then you're going to be able to hold it, guys. But guys, like the stream right now so we can get more people in here and we can learn how to do this handstand tutorial together, guys. Like the stream right now. Let's get to 410 likes. Like the stream so we can get more people in here and we can go through the last things of the handstand together. Anyways, guys, so if you have any questions, actually, let me know in the chat right now and I will help you guys out, whatever you're struggling with in the handstand. Let's get into this. But what you got to do for the kick up, we're going to lunge, yes? Then we're going to put our hands on the ground. Kick up with your back leg and jump with your front leg. And keep your arms perpendicular to the ground. And then we're going to go up. Meet your legs together. And here is the perfect balance point. So, as you can see here, my shoulders are pushed out. If I push them back in, then I will come down. Because when you push your shoulders up, then you're going to keep that straight line. It's going to be way easier to balance. But guys, this is how we're going to do a handstand. If you have any questions or anything, put it in the chat. But I'm going to try and, I might leave right now. Actually, I see, okay, you guys say how to find the balance point. So another thing, this is going to help you guys find the balance point, is so look at my hands right now. If I put my hands on the ground right now, if I use my fingers, you need to be using your fingers and your palms to find your balance. So basically, let's say, if I'm going in a handstand and I'm leaning too much forwards, like let's say this is what's happening. I'm going over and I feel I'm going to fall over. If you haven't put too much power into it, you can actually save it by pushing on your fingertips. So really look at my hands right now and watch how I'm pushing on my fingertips. So I'm going over and I'm going to push on my fingertips and try and control my weight into the center of my hand. So the center of your palm right over here. This is where we want to control the weight into. And then let's do the same way the other way. So if I have too much weight going this way, I'm going to fall back down. I'm going to push on my palm to try and control my weight back to the middle. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to use your fingers to push you back. Use your palms to push you forwards. And that's going to help you guys find your balance point in the handstand. But guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed these tutorials. I'm going to go... okay, I see Aurora. You're asking how many times do you need for the warm-up? So do you mean like how many times a day to practice the warm-up? Because for the practicing the warm-up, you should just try and practice holding your handstands against the wall every day. So like if you can, try and do it every single day, and just do it until you feel too tired. So if you feel too tired to keep on going, because your arms can get super duper tired from going upside down and pushing your whole weight up on your hands, then come down, and you've done a great job. You've done a super duper great job. But yeah, guys, this is how. That's how you're going to. That's how many times to do it per day. But guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 4 million subscribers, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. But bye guys, I'm going to see you next time. Thank you all for coming in and learning with me today. But yeah, bye everyone. I'll see you soon.